Hi guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back. So in this last episode in our Lunar Classic Insight series, I want to talk about some predictions, where I see Lunar Classic going from here, the project called Lunar Classic, what's going to happen with that project. And, I'm just going to give you my prediction based on my own understanding. And this is basically my opinion, solely my opinion, really, not financial advice. Before I go into that, I think it's important for us to understand what Terraform Lab was trying to do. Terraform Lab was trying to solve a problem that not many people are aware of, right? A few participants in the market are aware of this issue, and that is why they embraced, the whole lunar concept, which is now called Lunar Classic. This is why they embraced the Lunar Classic concept, because some people understood what Terraform Labs was trying to do and they embraced it, right? And the problem, that the world is faced with at the moment is the fact that at some point the music is going to stop in the United States, right? That music that has been playing for a very long time, at some point it is going to stop. That can that has been kicked down the road a number of times to the point that you now have a $36 trillion debt. At some point, there's going to be a reckoning, right? And everyone who is paying close attention understands that we may see some really big issues in the US bond market, aka the US Treasury market, right? And we have seen some of these issues on a very small scale, on a very small level. For instance, last year, 2024, we saw something on a very small scale, which is the Japan carry trade, right? Where the moment Japan increased their interest rate just by a quarter of a percentage point, right? It caused a lot of problems everywhere. And that is because the bond market is very sensitive to interest rates hike. Very, very sensitive. So the bond market at the moment, in my opinion, it's like a chair with only two legs. There's some sort of balancing act going on there. And at some point, with the right pressure and the right volatility, we're going to see a lot of things break. Now, it's important for us to understand that everything we'll call stable coins today, from Tether to RLUSD to PYUSD, they are all asset-backed stablecoin, right? Stablecoins. And the asset backing the stablecoins are bonds, US treasuries, right? And so when you have issues in the treasury markets, most of these stablecoins will be affected. Do you get? And it is also my own prediction that USDT, which is Tether, right, will experience some issues at some point. It is just a disaster waiting to happen. And someone asked me a question in the comments saying that, will people trust Lunar Classic again, given the fact that, it failed a lot of people in the past? And my answer to that is yes. I believe that when we see issues, the issues that I'm talking about, if they materialize, right, there will be a desire again for Lunar Classic. Remember, algorithmic stablecoin is the future of DeFi, right? Because if you think about where we are coming from in terms of traditional finance, right, what Terraform Labs was trying to do was to take away all the strings that connected the crypto ecosystem back to traditional finance, or back to things like the bond market, right? So those strings need to be cut off, right? And depending on how things go with the Lunar Classic project and with the efforts they are making to bond those tokens and with Binance. And it's also important for us to understand that Lunar Classic has a Chinese connection that we are not seeing here. Binance, I think they're one of the top holders of Lunar Classic tokens. And, they've been participating in burning some of the tokens, slowly and everything. But I do believe that, China, through Binance, has a strategic interest in Lunar Classic, that project. And at some point, we're going to see the repegging of UST and Luna at some point. I don't know when that is going to happen. But, just giving you a general overview that in my own opinion, when we start seeing issues, because the issues with asset-backed stablecoins have always been there, and everyone knows that there is going to come a day where these stablecoins are going to fail due to the assets that are backing them. So when that happens, right, I think it will become very clear to people what Luna or Terraform Labs was trying to do. Because it's not clear to a lot of people right now, and that is why a lot of people just dumped Luna Classic the moment it had that issue, right? A lot of people just dumped it because a lot of people, I think Luna Classic was too early. Basically, a lot of people do not have the understanding that they have now, right? Back in 2022, a lot of people might not have had the understanding that they have now. But I think it's going to be very clear to people that moving forward, right, we need something that has no connection to treasuries. We need a stable coin that has no connection with bonds or any form of assets. It is going to be clear to everyone. So I believe at that point, we're going to see the demand, because the demand for Luna is still there. We can see a lot of countries trying to diversify their reserves. A lot of countries are buying gold. A lot of countries are trying to diversify their foreign reserves away from the US dollar, because everyone knows that this music is going to stop at some point. And that is why we are seeing a record level buying of gold by central bank. A lot of central banks have been, just go to gold, the World Gold Council, and see the way banks are buying gold. Central banks are buying gold. The reason why people are buying gold is because everyone is trying to diversify away from the US dollar, because everyone knows that this music is going to stop soon. And once the music stops, right, we are going to see a glut. We're going to see a glut in the US bond market, meaning that there is going to be so many sellers, right? There's not just going to be enough buyers of those bonds at some point. Do you get? Especially what we may see with Japan. If Japan faces one more currency crisis, if they face a crisis big enough, right, to require them to sell a lot of those bonds, there's going to be a lot of problems. And there's so many other things. There's so many headwinds for the US bond market going into 2025. We've seen a lot of top investors like Stanley Druckenmiller. A lot of them are beginning to pull out of the US bond market. Some of them are even shorting the bond market because they believe that they believe that the Federal Reserve is not going to stick the soft landing. So I think there's going to be a desire for algorithmic stablecoin, and we know that by far Luna Classic remains the best in that class of algorithmic stablecoin. And so that is where I think the desire will come from. When people see what will happen, or when people see the failure of asset-backed stablecoins, there will be a desire again for Luna Classic. Now, when this is going to happen, when this repegging is going to happen, we don't know. But I am bullish on Luna Classic. There's some things, there's some understanding that I have regarding that. But I'm bullish on Luna Classic moving forward, right? I'm really bullish on Luna Classic. And so I just thought I'd share that opinion with you guys, that at some point we will see a desire for an algorithmic stablecoin, because I believe that we're going to see issues with Tether, USDT at some point. We're going to see issues with that cryptocurrency. If USDT escapes 2025, it's going to be a miracle. Do you get what I'm saying? So at some point we will see issues with those class of currency, those class of stable coins, asset-backed stable coins, and so that will obviously lead to the desire of the algorithmic stable coin again. So guys, that is just my opinion on this thing. I'm going to end it with that. Like I said, I'm bullish on Luna Classic, and I'm not giving any financial advice. Most of the things I'm talking about is just based on my own opinion. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there on this Luna Classic Insight series. I hope this has been really helpful for some of you who've been trying to understand the backstory, Luna Classic, and all that. And so if you like videos like this, please do click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.